Welcome to another episode of Candid Moments. Today I have Josee Pharand, and she is a business development officer and coordinator at the Regional Business Center at the City of Greater Sudbury. But she's so much more than that, and she helps so many entrepreneurs. Please help me welcome Josee Pharand to the microphone. Hi, Josee.
Hi, Candice.
How are you?
I'm very good, and you?
I'm well, thanks. There's a lot of energy. I just got back from NORCAT, and there's so much great things happening in our community right now, and I'm excited to share that with my viewers and just to be a part of it. It's fun.
Yeah, there really is a lot of great things happening right now.
It's wonderful. One of those great things is the Incubator Project, right?
Yes.
And you guys launched on the 19th?
That's right. So the Innovation Quarters is Greater Sudbury's new downtown business incubator. And we launched applications on Tuesday, May 19th, or no,
April.
Oh, sorry. I'm already getting advanced. We're April, so April 19th, and applications will be open until May 15th. But we're very excited to recruit our first cohort for the program.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is creating many jobs for people.
That is the intention. So we're hoping to support new businesses to help them launch and grow so that they can, accelerate that growth and hire new people, gain jobs, and help to stimulate the economy.
Is that through NORCAT?
So NORCAT is a partner of the project.
Okay.
So the Innovation Quarters is a partnership between the City of Greater Sudbury, NORCAT, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Regional Business Center through the city. And then it's supported financially by the Greater Sudbury Development Corporation, who were instrumental in getting the project forward. They made it a priority of theirs to help us move that forward, along with FedNor. So we're lucky to have some great supporters in the community, including NORCAT, who have really helped to develop the application for it and are going to be supporting some programming as well.
That's great. Some of the viewers may not know what the Incubator Project is. Can we define that clearly?
Absolutely. So our incubator is a space, but it's more than just a space. It's a program designed to, again, accelerate the launch and the growth of new tech-enabled companies. So we're looking for companies who have founders who are really passionate about their company and who are eager to take it to the next level. So we're going to help them do that by providing them with programming, which includes training and development seminars, coaching, mentorship, exclusive networking opportunities. So really lots of tools and resources to get them to that point.
As a business owner, they have resources at their fingertips, is what you're saying.
Absolutely. My biggest piece of advice is never to do things on your own. We have some great resources in the community, this being one of the new ones that's being added to the ecosystem. So we hope that people will tap into that as well as the other ones that are in the community.
I love it. As a business owner, some of us kind of don't have much of a background in business, and they learn as they go or as they grow. Yes. Me, I don't have a business background at all, but I'm living my business. But mentors along the way, it certainly helps. The program that you offer, so what was it I wanted to ask you about? Okay, so this isn't funding.
No, so we don't provide funding through the program, but we are aiming to connect entrepreneurs to funding programs that are available locally and in the province, as well as connecting them with investors. So providing those connections and making sure that they're aware of everything that is available to them.
Investors for their company.
Yes. Yes.
And these are all startup companies.
Yes, so the early stage startup companies. And we're looking for people or for companies that are just beyond the ideation stage. So with a product or a service that'll be ready to be on the market or already is within the next 3 months.
Which is so exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And there's so many people with innovative ideas coming from NORCAT, doing business with NORCAT, applying for funding or business development or going through courses. But some of these people who have big dreams of starting a business, they don't know where to start.
That's right.
And I think we need to tell people about these opportunities, like for instance, the incubator or through NORCAT. I was thinking about the business plan when I asked you about if you needed a business plan, a traditional business plan to apply for the incubator, and you said no.
No, so it's not part of the application phase. So for the application, we're going to be asking them to fill out a pretty detailed application form with your typical business information, but then we're also going to be getting them to answer some questions, which resembles a lot of the questions or the content that you would find on a business model canvas. So a business model canvas is almost like a snapshot or the shell of a business plan. It kind of gets you to put all your ideas on one page so you can see everything and then flesh it out from there. You can use it to flesh it out from there into a business plan. So that's what we're going to get people to think about, really developing those ideas as part of their application and then continuing to work through them. Through the programming. And as part of the programming, we may be encouraging them to develop a business plan because some investors and funders are going to be looking for that. So it's okay if they don't have a business plan right now. That's where the program is going to be helping them to develop that to position them for success in the future.
And these are the initial stages of their business.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How many businesses are you looking to help?
So we're going to be recruiting for 6 companies for the first cohort. And we recruit a new cohort every 6 months. So they're with us for 12 months. And then we recruit another 6 in 6 months. So essentially the cohorts overlap with each other. So we developed it that way because I think it's really great that we'll have participants at different phases or stages of business come in through the program and be able to network and share knowledge. So throughout the program, we're going to be able to host a maximum of 12 companies at a time in the space, where we're looking to graduate 30 of them over the lifespan of the project.
30 businesses.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge. But the space you have is located where?
It's located at 43 Elm Street, which is the building with the TD Bank and CBC Radio. We're in the space with the beautiful floor to ceiling glass if you've been in that building. And we have about 5,000 square feet to accommodate. So we've designed this really great space where, again, we'll have some co-working space that can accommodate up to 12 companies at a time. We have some office for our staff and our mentors to work out of, and breakout rooms, meeting rooms. We really want to we really want to encourage them to move around and meet and collaborate. There's some great areas for people to sit and eat lunch and have like very casual conversations in our little kitchenette, the coffee bar, etc.
And these businesses pay a membership fee to rent this space.
Yes, that's right. So the membership fee is $300 per month, plus an additional $50 per workstation, up to a maximum of 4. Again, we do have a bit of, like in 5,000 square feet, it's not a ton of space. So we do have to limit in terms of capacity, but a company will be able to house 4 employees there at any given time. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they have to only be 4 employees at their company. Just unfortunately, we'll only be able to house them up to 4.
That's actually a really good price.
I think so. And it's more than just a space. So for that price, you're actually getting a value of about $25,000 in programming. And that includes all of the seminars and the guest speakers. We're going to have some great speakers on a variety of topics on a weekly basis during the core programming. Our entrepreneurs and in residents and mentors that are going to be guiding people. There's some great perks that they're going to be receiving. And we're just going to be adding to that value to really enhance that experience that we're going to be providing to companies.
What is the program called?
The program is the Innovation Quarters Incubation Program. So it doesn't, the program itself is the Innovation Quarters.
The Innovation Quarters. Okay. These are just my show notes. with the Incubation Project.
So it's an incubator program.
I love it. You are
very excited about it.
This is really good news for the city.
It really is. It's been a missing resource for quite some time. We've been talking about it in terms of a community and how it can improve and support entrepreneurship and the ecosystem. So we're very excited, and it's been really nice to see the support that we're getting from other organizations who support entrepreneurship as well. They see the value in this type of product or in this type of service, and we're getting some nice feedback from potential clients as well. So really looking forward to seeing the types of businesses that are going to be applying and coming in through the program.
That's great. It will be that's exciting to see the different kinds of businesses. Mm-hmm. So what is your background, Josee?
My background, so I graduated from Collège Boréal in the computer technologist program. After I was done that, I had an interest in business because of a specific program or class that I took at Collège Boréal, and I decided to pursue my education and go to Laurentian University, where I graduated from commerce. And I was lucky enough to get a job at the Regional Business Center right out of university as their intern. And I've been with the center for 12 years now. Love every minute of it. Every day is different. It's so rewarding to work with entrepreneurs and to support them in achieving their dreams and their goals. And you're driving down the street and all of a sudden you see that shop open up, the one that you've been working with a client for a couple of months, and it's a great feeling to be able to contribute to their success and to contribute to the economic development of our city. So I've been very fortunate that as the business development officer for the city to be working on this project, and something that I'm very passionate about, feel very strongly about the impact that it's going to have on our community and on entrepreneurs that are making their way through the program.
That's exciting to see the business plan, and then the storefront,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and then the impact on the community.
Yes.
That's huge. What, am I missing something?
Well, it depends. What do you want to know about the program?
We covered a lot. Sometimes I skip ahead to the questions without, one of my friends wants me to ask you a question,
Okay.
and I think you'll be able to answer it. Can you, and I didn't do any research on purpose, so this is going to surprise me. Can you tell me about the Catalyst Fund and how are you a part of it?
The Sudbury Catalyst Fund, yes. So the Sudbury Catalyst Fund is a $5 million fund that was created in partnership with the Nickel Basin Federal Development Corporation. NORCAT is a partner. FedNor contributed some money to it. The city of Greater Sudbury through the GSDC also contributed to it. And it's meant to support innovative companies that work through NORCAT. And they can access a fund of up to $250,000. And that matches funding that they've received through angel investors.
Okay.
So it's a great program. And actually on that note, we feel that the innovation quarters is a great pipeline into that program. So we were talking about how we would help to provide those connections to investors. And I think that the innovation quarters will be able to, again, encourage that type of innovative companies to work through that program and secure angel investments by leveraging funds through the Sudbury Catalyst Fund.
Okay. So angel investors, what is that?
So angel investors are they're people, that entrepreneurs, or people who have a general interest in growing businesses, who invest some of their own funds in companies that they see high potential in. So through that, you'll see, there'll be some negotiation, but they bring great value in terms of the mentorship and the strategy to grow a business. And they'll ask for, a piece of the pie, as we often hear, or some sort of I guess say in the company, and revenue generation from the company, and that can vary based on the terms of agreement. But yes, we often see that in the tech sector or high growth potential kind of companies where they'll be recruiting for that type of investment.
Okay, so the Catalyst Fund recently gave some funds out to, we can say startup companies, but these are like multi-million-dollar, next level, world changing companies that I just saw not launch, but take a step up into the community at NORCAT today. Could we name a few?
Yes. So, and actually on that note, when you hear startup doesn't always mean small company, right?
No.
So that I did want to mention that, because you did bring up a good point. So a startup can be just a one-person operation. We deal a lot with that at the Regional Business Center, just growing businesses, a couple jobs at a time. And then there's your bigger startups, and you're right, your multi-million game changer disruptors in the industries. So there's a wide range of startups that we can work with through the various resources. So in terms of some some companies that have gone through the Sudbury Catalyst Fund. So the most recent one being iRegained. So
Yes.
that one was announced just a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. So we've done 4 since the fund has been launched.
Okay.
There is Rep Performance was one of them. There was Verve, and I can't remember there was a 4th one. And man, I wish I could have prepped for this and I would have remembered that.
That's okay.
But another great company. So I've just been involved with the Sudbury Catalyst Fund over the last couple of months. So I wasn't initially involved with the first couple of ones that went through.
Okay, so this is new for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Which role do you play in the Catalyst Fund?
So I'm mostly a liaison with the city of Greater Sudbury. So I attend the meetings, and I'm fortunate to be able to sit in on the pitches. And that is always really great to see and to listen to these really passionate and knowledgeable entrepreneurs. And I ask questions on those. I don't sit on the committee, so I don't get a vote, but I'm again fortunate to be invited to sit in on those meetings.
That's great. Pitch 2022, I saw on LinkedIn. When does that take place?
May. So that is a NORCAT event.
That's soon.
I'm going to, I want to say May 16th.
Okay, and can you shed some light on what pitch is all about? Because you articulate it so much better than I ever could.
Actually, if you don't mind, I'm just to make sure that I don't lie about the
that's
date.
okay.
I don't want to guide people in the wrong direction. I apologize. It is May 12th.
Oh, okay, that's soon.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that is an event where companies get to pitch their business idea. So they work with they work with NORCAT and mentors to really, refine their pitch, and
Almost like a TED Talk.
Yeah, actually very comparable to something like that. I've sat in on a couple of them over the last couple of years, and it's so great to see how many supporters will come out to see the really exciting and innovative things that people are doing in Sudbury, and practicing them they get to win prizes, but it's a great opportunity for them to practice that pitch and refine it before going towards investors. I mean, they are pitching to investors as well, but it's a really great way to showcase, I think, the really innovative things that are happening in the community.
And when they have to be so, what's the word? Persuasive with their business idea towards these investors, their goal is to get the $250,000 or the $1.3 million towards their business, correct?
That's right. So it's that's not an easy thing to do, to convince somebody to invest some of their own money or to invest a fund of money from those funding pots into your company. So they really need to tweak their messaging to make sure that they're speaking the language of investors, and demonstrating beyond just a passion for what they're selling or what they're doing, but really, I guess, spinning it in a way where it's a business. It's more than just an idea. It's a business, and it has a sustainable revenue model, and the potential to grow,
as well as how many jobs it will create for the economy in the city, as well as the impact it has on our people. And the list is so long. I couldn't even begin. I'm just scratching the surface as I get involved with iRegain as a as a guinea pig. It's so new to me, all of these big lofty goals and these big businesses that are world class, that are changing the world. It's starting in our little corner of the earth, in this little community. So much is happening right now, and it doesn't come without a team.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Right? And Josee, you're part of that team.
It's it's great to be considered to be part of that team and to bring an additional resource into the community that can support that kind of innovation. And again, you mentioned, iRegain, for something like that to come out of our community is amazing. And the impact, the social impact beyond just, the jobs that it'll create, but the social impact, I think, is amazing.
Yeah. That episode actually airs tomorrow. Tomorrow is April 22nd. Yeah. And then this one will air in a few weeks. This first or second week of May.
Great. I look forward to it.
Thanks. Can you tell me anything else that is new and exciting in the world of business in Sudbury? I know we touched on quite a few.
So new and exciting. I haven't had a chance to talk much about the Regional Business Center, so maybe I'll do that. So the Regional Business Center is a resource to support entrepreneurs. And we do everything from supporting with business plan development, market research, one-on-one coaching, those sorts of things. And we do have some pretty great programming going on right now. On a weekly basis, we have webinars that are free to the public. So if anybody is looking to refine their skills and gain some additional knowledge, they can tap into those resources. And it's everything from HR to law to writing a business plan, marketing, etc. So we have some seminars scheduled up until May. We'll have some in June. So I encourage people to look out for those on our social media. But one of the great programs that we're currently promoting is our summer company program. This is a program that I absolutely love. It's a program for young entrepreneurs, so students who are looking to explore the world of entrepreneurship. So they get a grant of up to $3,000 to start their business this summer. And we provide them with training and mentorship. So they come see us every week. They attend very similar seminars to the ones I just spoke about, that are tailored specifically to them as youth. We bring in some great, experienced entrepreneurs to come speak to them. And every year, it happens to be one of my favorite programs, to see the young people who are just coming up with great ideas to run businesses in the summer. And what I like about it is that we've seen some really great success stories where somebody started that just as a summer company, and it's become their career afterwards.
That is super exciting. How do you apply for a program like that, or like the $3,000 for their business?
So they can come to the Regional Business Center's website, which is regionalbusiness.ca, and they'll find the summer company program in our programming section. They submit an application. They do have to submit a business plan for this one. It's it is a shorter template. And we have staff that then work with them to work through that template to make sure that they've thought of everything, especially over the last couple of years with COVID. We want to make sure that people think of backup plans and, okay, well, what if you can't go to the market, or what if events aren't happening? How are you going to get your product or service out there? So we try to get them to think of all sorts of scenarios so that they're prepared, because quite often you plan for something, and although you plan to get from here to there might be a little bit of a detour to get there. But if you plan for those sorts of road bumps ahead of time, it helps you to overcome them a little faster and a little more easily.
Those bumps are part of our journey. It's definitely part of the process. I see it every day in my life, and we could write volumes about it. It's somewhat intimidating listening to you, Josee, because I know this much about business, but it's the area I know about business. I've dealt with the regional business center before, and I've written a business plan. I hired someone to help me write my business plan because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to structure the business plan. It's kind of a lofty goal, and it's a lot. So let's say somebody listening to this episode is thinking, I'd love to start that business. How do I write a business plan? Do I have to approach the regional business center with, like, do I have to pay them to help me? How do we go about doing this?
Right. So we are, I'm going to say, very approachable.
Okay.
Not intimidating.
Okay.
All of our services are free. So this is that through the Regional Business Center, all of our services are free. And we are there to support you. So we provide resources. So we have a great template or a business plan guide that we've developed over time. It's available on our website. So we encourage people to work through that. And that can just be something as simple as going through the pages, and you'll see that in that template, we ask questions to help to stimulate all those ideas and to demonstrate what belongs in a business plan. So you can actually start off by just going through that and answering point form those questions in a document, kind of gathering your thoughts. And then I guess every business plan process is slightly different. We'll work with clients as they need to. So somebody will show up sometimes with that point form, and then we'll say, okay, yes, you're on the right track, but try to also answer these questions, and then flesh it out from there into full sentences. And we might move things around, help to remove repetition, and just ensure that there's a good flow to the business plan. So it can be a bit of an intimidating process, and I've heard that often because you're not alone in saying that. As an entrepreneur, you're really good at what you do. Not everybody has a business background. I'd say that most entrepreneurs didn't go to business school.
No.
They're learning everything on their own and accessing these sorts of resources. And we're really here to just help facilitate that and to make sure that they're not alone. They don't have to necessarily learn things the hard way. I mean, there'll always be those lessons learned, but why not reach out and access those types of resources to make that path slightly easier. So that's the typical path that we'll take with the business plan, and we'll go back and forth as long as it takes. So I've worked with clients who showed up with an almost done business plan. We do one review and it's good to go. I've worked with clients who have done it for months, if not years, of just back and forth as they plan out their idea. So no two paths are the same, and we're prepared to work with that and just support you in whatever way that we can.
I love that there's so much guidance in this city, whether we know about it or not, or we're about to find out about what the Regional Business Center has to offer people who have a business in mind, or that a business that they've been working on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we really do have some great resources. And what's great is that our ecosystem is so collaborative. So if a client comes to the Regional Business Center and we see they're maybe not quite the right fit, or they need additional resources, we'll gladly refer them to NORCAT if we feel that they'll excel with those types of resources, and vice versa. So if somebody comes to us, we'll refer them potentially to the innovation quarters if they meet those criterias. We also have some great post-secondary institutions that have some applied research departments. So we'll refer out to that network. We work together, we meet often in various meetings, and just look to work together to just truly support people that are looking to pursue entrepreneurship and innovation in our community.
That is so great. More people need to know about this.
I hope so. And I hope listeners know that. I hope that through the promotions that we're doing, through the innovation quarters, through the regional business center, and other resources, that people will know, we're not, we don't want to be the hidden gem of support.
Right. How are you promoting?
So if I go back to the innovation quarters, we're doing lots of social media. We're relying a lot on that ecosystem to tap into their networks. We're going to do a bit of a takeover on Sudbury.com soon. So that should give us a little bit of reach. But overall, I feel like social media really has been, our biggest way to reach people, as with anything. People are all sorts of platforms, and you just tailor your message to the different audiences,
which is great. And I'm starting to grow my audience a little bit, and it's it'll be interesting to see what kind of feedback I get from my viewers. And what we're trying to give is value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I hope that shedding light on local people doing exceptional work in our community really spreads like wildfire and puts Sudbury on the map, because there's so many people in this community doing such wonderful things.
Yeah, there really are, and it's great to put that positivity out there. Yes. So I enjoyed listening to some of your past podcasts and recognizing some of the people that you've interviewed recently.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to share those success stories. We have some great projects, some great people doing amazing things.
I love it. Speaking of positivity, I forget to start with gratitude, but then that's okay. We get right into the meat of it, and then maybe we can end on it. So speaking of positivity, Josee, what are some things that you're grateful for today?
So there's a lot to be grateful for every day. I'm very grateful for my family. So I have 2 young children and a wonderful, supportive and patient husband. I'm also really looking forward to, so it's my son's 5th birthday this weekend.
Oh, fun.
And I am grateful to be able to provide him with a birthday party. So he's, spent at this point a big part of his life in isolation in a pandemic. And he hasn't had a birthday party that he can remember. So he's so excited to be able to invite 2 little buddies from school to his birthday party. So grateful for that. And also really grateful for the incredible team that I've had to support me in bringing the innovation quarters forward. We have great staff, great partners. This is something that we've been working on for years. And I am beyond thrilled to finally see it come to fruition and to be able to let people know about some of the exciting things that we're going to be doing through the innovation quarters.
Oh, I love it. That's fantastic. I am grateful for I Regained, but let's rewind to why I know about I Regained and how I'm connected through them. It's simple. It happened by accident. I am so grateful for LinkedIn and the fact that I can connect with people doing great things in the community, and that I just happened to find them by accident. I love inspirational stories. I'm so grateful for them, and great content and the connections that it creates. It's not just about a podcast episode, it's making that connection. I'm grateful for my family, the laughter that my nephew brings to me, the Easter that we had last weekend. I laughed so hard. I can life continues to show me possibility, and there's so much inspiration there. I am so grateful to run a business in this little apartment down by the water. I've run my business over Zoom with a microphone and a laptop, and continue to connect people through stories. Gosh darn it, I love it.
Yes.
And I'm grateful for this episode and connecting with you, Josee.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure to meet with you and to chat. And I really look forward to listening to this episode and to more episodes. You're doing some great things.
Thank you. You're giving me a lot to think about. I may need to revisit my business plan.
Happy to help. You know where we are.
Okay.
And I look forward to whatever discussion that may bring.
Thank you so much for having a candid moment with me today, Josee.
Thank you, and have yourself a great day.
Thanks, you too. Josee Fana, everybody.